Hi, I'm Jay Foster. Thanks for tuning in. This channel has videos that talk about creativity, personal transformation, and rising above anxiety. Imagine this. You're visiting a new city while you're on vacation. You've never been to this city before. And you're strolling down the sidewalk. You're taking in all the sights and the sounds of this bustling city. And something odd happens. You notice lots of people around and they're riding bikes. Lots and lots more bikes than you've ever seen before. You watch as a man zooming down the sidewalk on his bike screeches to a halt right next to you. He steps off his bike and he lays it down gently on the sidewalk, and then he dashes into the store. Another man comes running from around the corner of the building, and he quickly picks up the bike and he pedals away. As you watch the bike disappear out into the distance, you're thinking to yourself, something doesn't seem quite right here. And you look across to the other side of the street, and you see a lady stepping off her bike and walking into a store. Just like deja vu, you're witnessing the exact same incident again. Someone comes up from behind and they jump on the vacated bike and they take off. And there are lots of people around, but nobody seems to be noticing or caring about what's going on here. So now you have this eerie feeling. You're like, oh no, people are stealing bikes. You start getting nervous. And you're thinking to yourself, I'm in a place where people are stealing things. This is not good. You clutch your backpack and you clutch it tight and you start nervously glancing over your shoulder because you're worried that someone may, sneak up from behind you and you're wanting to protect yourself. So in this scene, you're experiencing the feeling of anxiety, right? You're anxious and a bit fearful of your surroundings. But then you arrive at your hotel, and as you're walking through the lobby, you overhear the concierge talking about the regional bicycle scavenger relay race. The concierge is animated, his arms are waving, he's talking to this hotel guest, and he's explaining how people come from miles around to take part in this event. Ah, that's it. That's why it looked like they were stealing the bikes. It was a relay race. I see it now. Okay, so it all makes sense. But wait, rewind the clock. Do you remember? You were anxious. You were stressed. And those sensations you had, those feelings you had, those were real. But were they based on the whole truth? No. Your brain saw just a small part of a bigger scene, and it was misinterpreting what was actually happening. Your mind created a story that had to do with danger and loss. And those thoughts led to the tense thoughts and emotions that you had feeling inside of you. In fact, all suffering, not to be confused with physical pain, but all mental suffering is a byproduct of a constricted viewpoint. If you had never heard the concierge talking about that crazy bicycle scavenger hunt relay race, you may have left town thinking that it was fraught with theft and danger, and you'd never go back. Furthermore, years later, you may be in a completely different city and recall that same fear, which was based on a limited viewpoint. And you'd feel that same anxiety once again. Now, we can see here clearly how a limited viewpoint can cause unnecessary suffering. And we can see how it can even cascade further into the future. That aha moment, that realization or epiphany that you got while walking through the hotel lobby, it gives you a broader perspective of that particular situation. It expands your awareness, right? So how about anxiety in general then? Fear and anxiety are not our natural state. If they serve any purpose at all, it's a cue for us to expand our awareness about ourselves, about who and what we are and why we're here. That kind of mental suffering irritates you more and more until you start to ask, what's the bigger picture here that I'm missing? What does anxiety want me to learn? Once you're open to this kind of learning, you'll find that the more you expand your view and the more aha moments you have about who you truly are, the less anxiety you'll experience. Thanks for tuning in. Please check out other videos in this channel for more ideas about how you can expand your awareness and rise above anxiety. So, we'll see you next time.